Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Crystal Dragon House of Creations Rita, and this is somebody who's going to bring us a lot of creativity when we think about quilting. This creator actually mixes up different patterns, things that I wouldn't otherwise have seen very frequently. Somebody like myself, I don't do any quilting. I have done a tiny amount of sewing ever in my life, but I think we can all look at a quilt or anything like that and understand how much work goes into these kinds of things. So Crystal Dragon House of Creations Rita has got a few different types of videos mixed in to give us a bit of variety on the channel. And what I'm talking about here is some outdoor content, for instance. I'm just grabbing the latest video that they've got here, though. I'm putting this into my catch-up list. That's a special playlist I use with a fun name, and it's just meant to keep or get caught up with creators. This is really interesting, actually, as we look at the rollover here. An Ocean Waves puff quilt. This is called, I don't know if I've specifically noticed a puff quilt, even though we've got tons of friends that either do quilting or quilting channels now in the Tuber Chat family over the last couple of years. Crystal Dragon's House of Creations Rita has also got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into 500, almost 600, and well over 800 on the way to 900 views, and some live streams up to a few months ago. We'll see if she's going to continue those. But Crystal Dragon House of Creations Rita has been a longtime friend here, obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and I wanted to introduce her channel to you if you haven't had the chance to already meet her here in one of our streams. But thank you, everybody, for coming in. I've forgotten to get our wheel ready to go. It's half the point behind what we're doing here today. So I'm going to show you a website called wheelofnames.com. This is where this free wheel comes from, and lots of people use this. I'll never remember where the first channel was that I saw this wheel that we use for, lots of channels use it for lots of different things. We use it here to determine the order in which channels are going to be put on the screen. Therefore, it's not an order at all, actually. I'm going to get Scratchin' Pete PA on the wheel right away. I hope the Stock Explorer is still here. I think I missed saying hello to them in the last stream. And thank you, everybody, for your patience. We rescheduled from yesterday, and it was the weirdest thing. I have a company vehicle for my full-time gig, and that vehicle had trouble. For those of you who know more than I do about cars, it was a map sensor and a purge valve, but they went at the same time, and the thing was bouncing all over the place. I was very lucky that I was on my way passing basically a dealership where my company has an account, and was able to get it in right away. But unfortunately, that left me with an unpredictable day, and not having any idea how long it was going to take or whether I'd be able to be here in time for Tuber Chat. It turns out I slid in the door probably right in time, and I actually got the vehicle back at the dealership. It only took them a couple of hours to determine what was wrong and get it fixed. But I got the keys back for the vehicle moments after I sent a message to our moderator saying I was going to move the stream. So I don't like to backpedal when we do something or say we're going to do it. We try to stick to it as much as possible. And in that case, we will be back on Friday. I know for a long time we've been doing streams every 3 days, but I'm not going to move Friday's stream now. We'll just leave it where it is, and then we'll see what we're going to do after that. I'm just getting some names on the wheel. I noticed Rockin' Coach Jamie dropped a couple of super chats, and she's talking about looking at Juliet Eden's channel. So we will do that in another moment. We'll look at Rockin' Coach Amy, and we'll look at Harjarine Annette. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and forgive me if I'm mistaken, and please let me know if there's a better way to pronounce that. I always want to pronounce everybody's name the way they want it promoted. And then Butler Family Farm is going to be added to the wheel. I always put members and moderators on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then I will add names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of today's stream. I'll do that in a little while. Members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, like I just mentioned. PK Adventure Travels is here. Michael's Adventures, of course, is in the chat with us as a beloved and dedicated moderator. And we will get a better look at his channel actually after the stream today. We'll be here for 3 hours, and then he's going to drop a premiere for about half an hour like he does every single day, as a matter of fact. And then later tonight, after his premiere, we're going to try a music stream on our copyright-free music channel. We haven't done those in a while. The last one cut off after a few minutes, but I think I got it sorted out. So I will appreciate everybody coming over. It gives us a chance to continue connecting. That channel has a lot of the same friends we have here, but there will be new people all the time, and link drops over there. I know a lot of people enjoy those. I see the Source is in the house. I caught them for a live stream the other day. They've always got a million things going on. Relax with Mel is here. I've got them on the wheel. Mary's Life Journey, good to see you back. Chef Zed's Kitchen, forgive me if I'm mistaken. This might be your first time in the house. You want your name BFF? Yes, Butler Family Farm is everybody's BFF. And for anybody that's brand new, hopefully you're feeling welcome. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Oops. Two Pineapples is in the house. Thank you so much. Actually, Lou, I was thinking about you today. I was going to call you, but I thought it was quite early. He does some full-time work as well, but they've got a 24-hour stream going on Two Pineapples. And, yeah, I'm hoping we can catch up. We are closing in. What's the episode number today? Is it 877? Yeah, so we're getting 900 will be upon us within a couple of months. And thank you, Desert Livin'. I think this might be your first time here too, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that. I know I make mistakes when we have similar channel names, but I want to welcome anybody that's brand new. And I'm just dropping an answer to their question here because I mentioned our copyright-free music channel, and it's something I don't talk about all the time. We have Nightbot or whichever one of the chatbots dropping a link once in a while. But we have all the same music that you hear in the background of Superchat is available as copyright-free music on every major music platform. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube Music. It's everywhere. But we also have a channel set up. It's an official artist channel, of course. And you can find that at the front page of Superchat at the bottom. And it gives you an opportunity, if you know how to steal the music, go ahead and steal it. It's all free anyway. It can be purchased on the other platforms, but that's just because we distribute it legitimately. But there are MP3 links to some of the songs. And we have a lot of live stream replays there. There's no sound effects. There's no talking. It's just copyright-free music. It's all basically one style. But if it's something that's suitable for your streams or videos, you're welcome to use that. It's even available when you do things like Instagram Reels or TikTok videos or YouTube Shorts. You just have to learn the name and search for it. YouTube Police, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And then Two Pineapples is always doing a million different things. Thank you, Desert Livin'. Forgive me for that. Yeah, M&T Living It is in the house. And then Himani Raj, I hope I'm pronouncing you correctly. Your name, pardon me. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's good to have you here. Canadian Family Life is in the house, of course. And forgive me, our beginnings are not so clunky most of the time. I ran myself right down to the last minute somehow today. I know it's Chocolate Drop is in the house. Harjarine Antoinette is coming up. Music Fun 345, good to see you in the house. Okie Zeden is here with us for just about every stream lately. Thank you for that. And we'll get moving through channels in a quick second here. So forgive me for anybody I haven't said hello to. I know JC Calamity Jane is here. Fairbrick Studio is everywhere all the time. Anfield Road Layout and the Loft is with us just about every day as well. Driving Dailies in the house. They're always driving. They're a hard worker as well. Go with the Flow Farm. He's doing tons of streaming lately. And I'll get them on the wheel. And then we'll talk about Rockin' Coach Amy. This is a creator that wants to help us with healthy eating and healthy living when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle especially. She's doing a lot of collaborating with other people. We've seen her on other channels. And this creator's recently changed the name to Rockin' Coach Amy. My expectation is that this creator is going to give us more inspiration and motivation in different ways on top of healthy eating and healthy living. So this creator's got some shorts on their channel. They post frequently, as you can see in the videos there for a second, and then they've got shorts that are now starting to get towards 800 views, one over 1700, which is great to see, and a lot of elaborate AI here. I chuckled the last time that I looked at this channel, and I can't help but do it again. I'm amazed because some of you might even remember me talking about AI last January and February, and I was like, oh, I bet you in a year or 2 years things are going to get good. I didn't think it was going to be like 6 months later, and we're already at a point where we can hardly tell the difference. I mean, I question everything anyway, but my dear goodness, has AI gotten fantastic. And then Rockin' Coach Amy has got a lot of live streams set up and ready to go. And like I said, they stream frequently and they collaborate with others frequently as well. We've seen some familiar faces on their channel. And I've got my notifications for the upcoming live streams. We always set notifications for everything we see, even though we have the notification bell on for every channel. And that's just in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And then Butler Family Farm might be taking over the stream boss position. There they are. And thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. It's the same reason we're looking at Rockin' Coach Amy's channel right now. But Juliet Edens, Rockin' Coach Amy also dropped a super chat so that we would look at this channel as well. And this is actually a new friend who's been here, I think, a few times now. And Joe Sleep and Slip Down Journey, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I'm just trying to catch up with the chat, my dear goodness. Forgive me for all I miss. I know I'm missing all kinds today, and thank you everybody for the overwhelmingly busy beginning, especially because we've pushed our streams a little bit earlier. We usually end up I don't know, I bet you Pete notices. I don't know how many people notice. Our moderators probably noticed. There was a couple of live streams there where my eyes were basically almost closing before we were just finishing the stream, and I said I gotta scale this back because my my bedtime is too early these days. And then Go with the Flow Farm will likely be on a computer in a few minutes, it looks like. And then Julia Edens is up on the screen. Now, this is a channel I'm still getting to know. Been through a couple videos already, including another keto-based video here talking about the keto-based diet. And then they've got a few different things here. This looks like a promo for a live stream. So every Sunday, which is kind of cool. I'm just going to take the longer of the two latest videos, though. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, that playlist I keep talking about that I use to keep or get caught up with creators. This is a good idea. They're actually getting a jump on Christmas. I know our Canadian friends, including myself, just celebrated Thanksgiving this past weekend. So this kind of an idea where we can look for healthy alternatives to some of our standard choices might be something that's welcome from a lot of people over the next season. The Siberian Wind, good to see you in the house. She Devil Adventures, good to have you here as well. YouTube Police and Belt Loop 29, those are two channels from the same creator. And Ben Cyan Games is in the house. That's another longtime dear friend. And my dear goodness, Hajarine, pardon me, Harjarine Annette, thank you for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. We're actually going to look at that channel next. Because of that, we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get around to spinning the wheel like we usually do. And thank you, Rockin' Coach Amy, for giving us a chance to look at Juliet Eden's channel early. This creator is working on 800 subscribers right now. Let's have a look at the shorts videos on this channel. I see some AI there as well, I think. 1,900 for one of these, but 9,100 for another one, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel. And again, I'm going to set the notification here, even though I've got the notification bell on for every channel. And then this is something that they're expecting to have going on every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to try to remember that specifically because we've got quite a schedule between all of our friends. Anybody who has regular dates and times, we try to remember when those are. Some people even set alarms on our phones and calendars and things like that. And then thank you, BeltLoop29. Always happy to hear about different types of celebrations and things like that. Ryan's been doing a lot of work on his other channel from PK Adventure Travels as well. And then Nikki Silverstacker is in the house. I'm going to get them on the Wheel Fever Dream Animation. Is a channel that's more than once been described as underrated, giving us classic film. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Harjarine Annette, thank you again for a couple of super chats there. And thank you, Rockin' Coach Jamie. We're going to look at Butler Family Farm in a second for the same reason, and then Go With The Flow Farm is also gifting a membership. So thank you for that extra generous support. I know I say it all the time, absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. Crafty Witch 232 is on the wheel. Butler Family Farm is up next. Go With The Flow Farm is right after them. Oh, and then thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, Himani Raj. Yeah, I know a lot of people struggle with time zones, trying to catch each other's streams and videos and premieres and things like that. So I appreciate the extra effort today. I'm in the Eastern time zone, and it's getting on 5:30 here in the evening. We just ate a very early dinner, and then we try to mix up the times a little bit, especially on the weekends. Sometimes we'll do them much earlier. And then we're usually here every 3 days, and we'll see how that goes moving forward. And Relax with Mel, thank you for another gifted membership. They've done that countless times before. And for that reason, we'll have them up on the screen right after Go With The Flow Farm. Soon enough, like I said, I will get to spinning our wheel, though, and the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. It just takes a long time, but like I said, we'll be here for 3 hours today. We still got more than 2.5 hours to go. Michael's Adventures is going to let us continue connecting, and then we'll give an extra hour to everyone if you want to keep connecting this way on our copyright-free music stream. It's kind of fun over there. We've got a video game going. It's like a virtual nightclub, and there's music playing, obviously, and things like that. And then, thank you again, BeltLoop29. So, Harjarine Annette has been here before. Am I right about that? Or did we meet outside? I get the feeling we might have met in another person's premiere or live stream, because I've only been through one video that I can see so far, and it's less than 10 minutes. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take a different video to have a look at what you're doing on the channel. I'll take this 20-minute video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep joking about that has got, an opportunity to keep or get caught up with creators. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 50 and 60 views, which is great to see. As you post more and more, those will likely continue to grow like everything else, and then live streams seem to be a weekly event over here. They just had a birthday last week, so sorry we missed that, but hopefully it was a good one for you. It looks like a lot of fun on your stream with some friends there. And then working on 300 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. If you seek Amy, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Did I forget? Is that oh, pardon me. I'm just getting the link ready in the background here, and I'm clicking all the wrong things while I do that. Oh, if you say Amy, no, that's a brand new channel for us. So thank you for that. This will be their first time on the screen, I believe. And we'll put them up right after Relax with Mel. And then New Horizons Above and Beyond. Good to see you in the house. Nikki Silverstacker. Yeah, I caught you mentioning you were on break for a second, so thank you for that. I've got your channel on the wheel, though, so as long as you're able to be active in the chat at all, I'll keep it on there. I do clean up the wheel every once in a while. Even moderators and members are removed and then re-added if they're still here, because I know not everybody can be here for 3 hours every time we stream. Angie's Oddities is in the house. Tim Mitchell is also here. Yesterday I was just saying, Tim, I don't think you caught it, but I just had some car trouble. It was the work vehicle. They're all new, but it's got like 76,000 kilometers. I forget how many miles that would be. Got to be between 40 and 50,000 miles. And I had a map sensor and a purge valve go. I think Tim might know what those are. I don't know. I don't really know what they are. And I had to get that thing handled. But the problem is it leaves me with an unpredictable day. So I decided to move the stream yesterday. And the Cam fam, I see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then, again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Thank you, Desert Living. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. If you're able to come back in, I'll appreciate it. But I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Lots of friends either run the stream in the background like Two Pineapples doing while they're working right now, or sometimes people just come by, say hello, drop a thumbs up. I appreciate all of it. So Hadjari Nanette, I'm looking forward to getting to know the channel better. I see you've got quite a bit of information on your about section here. I've got to learn about what this is, because I know we've got another couple of channels that I've seen, one in the chat right now. I'm not sure what that is, GLP1. Some people in the chat might know. Feel free to mention it if it is appropriate, which I imagine it is. I haven't maybe heard of that acronym before. But I'm looking forward to getting to know your channel. And like I said, working on 300 subscribers. So thank you again for the super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. I know I say it a million times, but we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. And then Desert Living's going to be interviewed by The Source on Saturday, which is cool. The Source is interviewing all kinds of channels. That's a great creator to get to know, because they give a lot of exposure to others. They've sent lots of friends over here over the last many months. Thank you, Just Jason Keto. And forgive me if I didn't say hello. I think I did. I've got you on the wheel earlier. Medication given to people with type 2 pre-diabetes and sleep apnea, different things. Yeah, I have I didn't understand or I didn't catch the association between those two things. I haven't heard it mentioned that way before that I can think of, but it makes sense now that you say it. Great to know there's lots of information out there about it. I'm sure there's a lot of questions about it, so it's good that we've got some friends that will be able to fill us all in for those of us thinking about it. And then Butler Family Farm is up on the screen right now, and they're in our Stream Boss position. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So when I mentioned the idea of a stream boss, that's a feature that's added. It's kind of a widget that you can add into an OBS stream or Streamlabs desktop and maybe a few other things, where you see under my camera there's like a video game life meter looking thing there. That's the stream boss, and basically what happens is every super chat membership and highlighted milestone message knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and the last person to knock it out and take over gets some extra exposure for their channel. And Butler Family Farm has held that position many times before, so thank you again for another super chat. They've done that a million times before as well. And Butler Family Farm is Jerry and Susan. They got a lot going on, so my speech about their channel gets a little bit lengthy here. They've been with us for many years. They're here for just about every single stream. They have 116 acres of farmland to talk about, including a lot of livestock, and it's quite a list. They've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, cats, dogs, bees, and koi. And probably a few other things that I don't know about. And then they've got the ability, and they share the camera work, so they bring us all around their property. They bring us into their home. Jerry brings us into the shop. He does some spectacular woodworking. I've done a tiny amount when I was forced in the younger grades of school, let's just say. So I understand the smallest bit about how much work goes into that, but he really does some really fantastic things. And I hope you'll check those out. You'll see it in the thumbnails throughout the channel. And one of these days, when I finally get my affairs in order, I will be able to bring back out the beautiful pen and pencil set that he made for me specifically and sent over a while back. He does those things all the time. Butler Family Farm has got, they've been using the promotion system for about a year now. And they went from just under 10,000 subscribers to well over 112,000 now. And Jerry says he's willing to share information with anybody that wants to learn about that when you get to his channel. They're monetized, of course, and they have their play button. So spoiler alert for anybody that's going to check out one of their live streams. They're on every Monday at 6:45 Eastern. So they bring us around the farm. They take us on trips or to meetups with other creators whenever they get an opportunity to do that. They get involved in a lot of collaborations, like we just saw the Fall Fest 25 giveaway collaboration from Gale Southern Living. They've got shorts on their channel getting into 9, 10, and 12,000 views. 54,000 on one of these. That one's still getting views. And then they've got live streams, like I said, every Monday as a minimum. Sometimes they've got a StreamYard panel. Sometimes they're on the road or recently on a cruise ship they might be streaming from, or they bring us into their home. And they tend to live stream a lot of the meetups that they go to when they're visiting with up to 80 channels worth of creators and supporters. So you'll meet lots of friends while you're with Butler Family Farm, and obviously Jerry and Susan are generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. They've got the Stream Boss position, or they did for a moment. Tim Mitchell just knocked them out. Crafty Witch 232, thank you for the highlighted milestone message. And then Hadreen, pardon me, Harjarine Annette just picked up one of those gifted memberships. And Tim Mitchell, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. My dear goodness, he's done that kind of thing many times before. I'm sure all of the recipients will be happy to have those. Looks like it's all familiar faces and friends, and we might even see a couple of them come in here during the stream, because the notifications for those gifted memberships are so great that it often happens to a lot of different people. Thank you, Angie's Oddities. And Lucy Grace 56, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, CB Carmack is new. thank you, Julia Edens. We had another channel called the Carmack Brothers, and I wasn't sure if that was either one of them or a name change. 99 Midnight Gamer, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And my dear goodness, yes. And Tim Mitchell, thank you again for the gifted memberships. We are going to look at Go With The Flow Farm for gifting a membership earlier as well right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. CNS Travel, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Oh, the upcoming lives. Did I miss something there, Butler Family Farm? Let me go back to that channel just for a quick second here. Oh, that was it. Amy loses it. Is that another... Let me see what I'm missing there. Oh, Amy loses it, and is another channel. Is that from the same creator behind If You Seek Amy? I'm curious to know. And then Butler Family Farm. Let's look at the live streams just for a second here. They've got a giveaway coming up. And I wonder if that's what they meant for me to notice and mention. So just under a month from now, about 3 weeks from now. But they're on every Monday at 6:45 Eastern, like I was mentioning. It looks like they've got a different one. Oh, yeah, that's the different one. Yeah. Yeah, lots of giveaways, it looks like, during that live stream. And then let me know, Jerry, if there was something else about that I missed that you wanted mentioned. Amy loses it, I'm guessing, is the same creator from If You Seek Amy. And then just please let me know if I'm mistaken about that. Oh, your weight loss channel, a different channel. Yes. Thank you, YouTube Police. That's pardon me, Beltloop 29. And you guys are making me laugh. PK Adventure Travels gifting a membership now. We're gonna do an 8-hour stream today, everybody. It looks like. I appreciate the extra generous support. We're gonna put PK Adventure Travels and Ryan Parker Studios up right after Tim Mitchell in another few moments here. Go With The Flow Farm is up for the same reason right this second, actually. And then happy Tuber Chat Day, says the source. Thank you for the highlighted milestone message. It's kind of cool to notice that those highlighted milestone messages, they fly through the chat. It looks like a super chat, but it's green, right? Those are for members. And any channel that has memberships enabled can enable those. Some creators might choose to turn them off. I can't imagine why, but you could. But those highlighted milestone messages are actually a free bonus. You get one of those every month when you're a member on a channel, and you notice it actually affects the stream boss as well. Oh, and then Scratching PPA is catching mistakes. Nikki Silver Stacker, I missed your super chat. Forgive me for that. And it looks like M&T Living It might have done the same thing, and I'm missing these things, so forgive me for that. I've done that to M&T Living It before, so forgive me. I don't mean to miss that. My dear goodness. Yeah, those highlighted milestone messages are fun. It's a great way just to celebrate your membership on a channel. Cruising on the High Season Travel is Rob. Mom of 3, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Nikki Silver Stacker, thank you. I'm going to put your channel up for sure. Forgive me if you're not here while I do it, but our replays are always available after the stream ends. You'll be able to see that afterwards. Outdoors with Den, good to see you in the house also. Thank you for coming in. And MNT Living It. They're actually longtime friends. They've been with us for years. I lost track. I think it's 4 years they've been with us. But thank you for that super chat. Forgive me for missing that. Thank goodness. Scratch and PPA, I can't tell you how many of my mistakes he catches. And I promise you, I make as many as anybody. CNS Travel. Wow, almost a year. Oh, well over a year. Almost 2 years of membership. My dear goodness. And Relax with Mel as well. She also supports our copyright-free music channel. And then, yeah, thank you, Tim Mitchell. Yeah, CNS Travel managed to take over the Stream Boss position with a highlighted milestone message there. That's why I mentioned that stuff, just to give everybody that hint. Because everybody could see the obvious benefit to having some of this stuff as part of your channel, but it's great to know that people can get a bit of a free bonus. They're already supporting in that way, and then have a little bit of extra fun. And I say it a million times, super chats and memberships are absolutely unnecessary here. I do appreciate them, but everybody has the chance to be on the wheel and the screen. We'll get to as many channels as we can in the next just over 2 hours. So Go With The Flow Farm is up right now. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And I thought Rockin' Coach Jamie had another channel that I'm forgetting. I don't mean to forget them. I can't remember everybody's channel when they have like more than one, and I know some creators have more than two. I only ever show two if somebody's got that many. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I could be way off base on that. Go With The Flow Farm is streaming all the time. They're posting frequently as well. Look at this, almost daily. I'm just going to grab the latest video. That's a great title. I thought I'd be quiet. I should do a video like that one of these days and just not talk and see what happens. Go With The Flow Farm is going to bring us a lot of pleasing audio, a lot of pleasing visuals, usually nature-based. And then they've got shorts on the channel as well. These have gotten into 5,000, almost 6,000 views, one over 10,000, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel also. And like I said, they do these frequently. So it looks like not quite daily, but it's getting pretty close. And many of these are lengthy. The idea behind a lot of these is that I'm sure creators are able to come in. And then people trickle in and out of streams like this all the time, but they're able to connect in a similar way to what we talk about here. Oh, Ben Sign Games installing Windows. I used to love installing Windows when it took like 5 hours. And you might laugh and think that I'm kidding, but I'm actually not. When Windows 95 and Windows 98 came out, we would be so excited. And yes, I am that. I'm probably older than everybody thinks, I'm older than a lot of people think. I would like to imagine, but I am old enough to have been excited at that time. And when Windows 95 and Windows 98 and like Microsoft Office and stuff like that would come out, they come on floppy disks, obviously, but there'd be a collection. I can't remember how many there were. There could have been 15, there could have been 20. It was like just ridiculous. And the idea was we would get the box delivered for like, let's say Microsoft Office. Be like, okay, that's it. See you tomorrow. I'm going to be installing this all afternoon because it took that long. And I was just saying to Kristen yesterday, I don't like to live in the past and say like, oh, the 90s were great, you know, and the 80s were wonderful, and oh, I miss the good old days. These are the good old days too. We just don't know it yet. We're going to be talking about this 5 years from now and 10 years from now. So I hope everybody's enjoying every day. But sometimes I do look back and I just said, you know what I miss? Not necessarily floppy disks, but one thing that I do miss is magazines. Around my areas in southern Ontario, the gas stations and things like that don't even sell them anymore. And I used to get magazine subscriptions for things like computer magazines and things like that. And I really enjoyed like looking at the advertisements and checking out what was going to be new, what was coming out that nobody heard of yet, and stuff like that. And it's kind of weird because we can go online and find all that out, but my dear goodness, the money that was spent on magazines that eventually got thrown away or discarded. Izzy Pop, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I wonder if anybody remembers the inconvenience of those floppy disks as fondly as I do. Marketplace Boutique is Jody Genealogy. They're also a member. I've got them on the wheel. And Go With The Flow Farm. Thank you again for the gifted membership. So forgive me, I'm going to try to step on it now. What we'll do, though, is we'll take our first break for this stream. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play a clip from an interview series of videos that we have on this channel. I'll play a clip right now from the very first one. And this is a longtime dear friend. They're listening right now. They usually have the stream in the background, or frequently anyway. Lou from Two Pineapples has become a dear friend. Lou and Anna have been wonderful over all these years. They've been with us from almost the beginning of Superchat. They do incredible things on their channel. They live in Hawaii. They run a 24-hour live stream. They post frequently, and they have traveled a bit and shared that content on their channel as well. So let's see what Two Pineapples and Lou specifically has to say about how to get 10,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. We've had a friendship that's gone on beyond 3 years now. I think we're actually getting a lot closer to 4. And I appreciate your friendship, Lou, of course. But I remember very clearly, I won't forget this, a conversation that we had. You were talking to me about how to grow over the course of all this time. And you mentioned the idea of coming into live streams in the chat, hanging out and having true conversation with people so that you can really get to know people and get known as well.
Yeah, that was way back. Looking back, what I went from 0 to 1,000 to 4,000 overnight, and the 0 to, I think it was 82, was a completely different crowd than the 3,000 to 4,000 crowd.
Right.
And in the live stream, the people that are in when you're at 4,000 subscribers aren't the people that you started with.
Okay.
And coming into a live stream, especially a live stream like mine, it's important to recognize the situation. There's a very good chance everybody knows that you're going to have a channel. You don't have to tell them. They can click on your name and look it up. There's a pretty good chance that everybody is going to welcome you if you come in with just a hello. For us, it's an aloha, but just a hello. How are things going? I had a double cheeseburger today, and start jump into a conversation like that. Instead of just coming in and self-promoting or telling people another channel that you came from, or instinctively trying to drop a link because you're desperate to grow your channel. You'll grow if there's 3 people in that live stream and you sit with them for 30 minutes and just talk about what you did the last weekend, there's a good chance you're going to get into the conversation that you have a channel, or they're already looking at your channel and will bring it up, and you'll get a subscriber without even trying. Less is more in a live stream. Blasting and marketing yourself in another person's live stream get you nowhere. And my live stream is loaded with moderators and tools. I have a team. I have a Monday meeting. Every Monday, a meeting with all my moderators. I have 11 of them. They all do different things. One is engaged in community safety and preparation. One is involved in making sure my content and links get out. Another one is in safety and security. Another one is just a meet and greeter. Everybody has a role to play. So coming into a live stream like mine, and I'm not the only one, coming into a live stream like mine and just blasting where you're from, as where you came from as another channel, or self-promoting, and it won't last. So be friendly. I mean, it's a good spot to just say, hey, I went to the river last week and went fishing. It's a great spot to be able to do that. You'll make more friends that way faster.
All right, thanks everybody. We'll keep the poll going until we're back from break. We'll go for 3.5 minutes and we'll come right back. I saw a post one day that was just a cartoon making fun of vinyl records and saying, I think it's the inconvenience and the expense that I like the most. And I used to be a DJ in a past life for a couple of decades, as a matter of fact, and that led me to still buying vinyl records, and it's my most expensive guilty pleasure. I've toned it down a lot because they got like out of control over the last many years, and it's a different thing now. It's not DJs that buy records, it's people who enjoy the experience of it, let's just say. And I often will have my family do things like that for birthdays and Christmas and stuff. We're lucky enough to be able to do that. But I toned down my record habit when it started to look like it was going to cost $1,000 a year. The records now, if Taylor Swift comes out with like a deluxe edition album, it could be $70 Canadian. That's like $45, almost $50 American, if I'm not mistaken. And boy, does that start to add up. Vintage Style by Joe is in the house. Good to see you here. Izzy Pop dropped a super chat, right? Gifted membership, pardon me. And thank you for that. They've done things like that countless times before. But we're going to look at their channel right after PK Adventure Travels. And Kyle Vlogs is in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in. Have Cheetah Will View was joking about interviews earlier. They've done more interviews than probably any of us have ever met. Relax with Mel is up on the screen right now. There's the Stock Explorer. I was just saying I forget if it was the last stream, I think. I might have missed saying hello to the Stock Explorer. I knew they were there. They're a beloved and dedicated moderator, of course, so I've got them on the wheel right away. And then what we are looking at right now, Relax with Mel. And forgive me, Relax with Mel, did you say you had a second channel going? For the life of me, I can't remember. Somebody just said to me this past week, or to us, that they have a second channel, and I can't remember for the life of me. Relax with Mel is closing in on 2,000 subscribers over here, though. You notice that they're officially on the road, and that's what we say when you pass a 100 milestone. So since they've passed 1,900, they are officially on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Has to be exciting. I hope everybody is celebrating all of their milestones and all of the wins, large and small, because it's not just for yourself. It's an opportunity for your audience, your community, to celebrate with and for you. And then Relax with Mel is up here. This creator's actually added quite a bit of variety into their channel. There's a bit of creativity here, but the primary focus is meant to give us music, mindful flow, and crafts, they say. Pleasing audio, pleasing visuals a lot of the time. I'm just going to grab the latest video. This looks like it's got some positive affirmations in it as well. And then creativity, including some diamond art. And I've been lucky to catch them for a bit of that. And that's what I must have been thinking about, actually, the source. Relax with Mel has got a monetization celebration. So in between the creativity, in between the relaxing content here, they've got a live stream set up. And forgive me, because I was mistaken last week. I set an alarm on my phone to make sure I was there on Saturday, but I must have missed the fact that it was actually set for a week away. So I've got the same thing planned for this Saturday then. And just to make sure, I'll give myself a note there. And then Fever Dream Animation, I know Tim Mitchell's reaching out to you there, just in case you're not catching that. And then Atlantic Canada Plane Spotting, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then Judgment Day, Mike Harper just dropped a super chat, so we're going to look at their channel right after Izzy Pop. Oh, and then that was it. Yes. So forgive me, Relax with Mel. Yeah. And thank you, Scratch and Pete PA, for that. I wondered if that might have been the case. And then, so I know we've been here a long time. It's literally like 5.5 years. As for today, we still got 2 hours to go, as a matter of fact. And then, one of the things that I probably don't mention enough is the truth about the way that things work here. The channel is called Tuber Chat because we focus so much on what goes on in the chat. I'm just here to talk for 3 hours while we're here, putting channels on the screen, talking about them and all that. I know it's fun and everybody likes it, but it's actually the least important part of what we're doing. The best success that comes from what we're doing here can be started by making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting their channels with all of the things that we talk about here, giving much more to others than we expect to receive, but doing it first. Because once you make the effort to connect with somebody else, then they will come to your channel and see all the different things that you do. But here in Tuber Chat, a lot of us, I often don't mention these kind of things in so much detail anymore, just because we did it so much in the first few years. But it's more of a hint to, some of the people who are not here all the time, or some of the newer channels. We have brand new channels every day, luckily. And I just want to make sure everybody makes the most out of the time that they spend here. I hope it's fun. I hope everybody enjoys these streams. But the truth is, this is a utilitarian channel, or that's a way we can look at it. Its purpose is to connect everybody together so that friendships can flourish. And that's the way to make that happen, is making the first move, reaching out to other creators, supporting them with all the things you wish they would do for you, knowing that they'll come and do them afterwards. So hopefully everybody will connect with Relax with Mel. This creator is monetized, not only monetized, they're fully monetized now, because they've got their 4,000 hours of watch time and well beyond 1,000 subscribers, are almost at 2,000 now, which is great to know. And then we'll be looking forward to celebrating with them this weekend. Points Blank Travel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And that's another longtime friend as well. And then Judgment Day Mike Harper. Always get shout outs here, but I appreciate the super chat, by the way. We're going to be looking at his channel soon. Absolutely unnecessary, but he's done that countless times before. And Relax with Mel. Oh my dear goodness, pardon me. We've had such a eventful stream today. I really do appreciate the gifted memberships and super chats and things like that. So hopefully everybody will connect with Relax with Mel. They're here with us frequently, almost every stream, as a matter of fact. Why is Britney Spears coming up? Oh, is If You Seek Amy, is that her song? I must have forgotten that over all this time. I figured I recognized the saying, but maybe I just thought it was a channel name. Yeah, see, my memory is starting to slip. If You Seek Amy, that makes that a really cool name for a channel. They are working on 400 subscribers, but this is brand new for us anyway. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put that in my watch later list. That will give me a chance after the stream today to go through that watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll put your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here every 3 days or so, and we mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. This creator has got a second channel though, Amy Loses It, and thank you for the contributions, by the way. Amy Loses It is working on 400 subscribers over here as well. So this is another channel. This is meant to be like a weight loss channel journey that they're sharing with us. And there's a bit of information on the about section here. And then they've got some shorts on this channel as well. And a couple of live streams already. And then I'm going to do the same thing here and take the latest video that you've got, and I'll put that in that watch later playlist that I was talking about. And thank you again. I'm trying to move a little bit faster here. I often do those polls and forget to mention them again after we get back from our break, but I noticed that a lot of people miss things like magazines and vinyl records. Most of this stuff is still out there. And then was it Boutloop 29 that says they still have a huge TV? I've moved around so much, I never even had one of my own. I'm trying to think if I even ever... I must have bought a TV. I think I only ever bought like used TVs from people, but I've moved around a little bit. I usually have computer monitors, but Kristen Welton and I in Niagara Falls, when we moved in together, she already had a couple televisions, and we haven't needed to replace those because they are flat screens, and they still work. We talk about it sometimes, but they're fine, to be honest with you. But yeah, I remember many different TVs over the years for many different people moving. My first vehicle was a van when I was in my 20s, and that led to moving a lot of furniture and televisions and things like that. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but thank you everybody for participating in those polls. I try to do things that really have nothing to do with YouTube, just so we could have something a little bit extra fun in the streams. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then if you seek Amy, thank you again for the super chats. And then M&T Living It also. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. Jeremy D-Day's been a friend of mine for about 6 years, since before Tuber Chat was even a thought, actually. And then, and I think so, Tim Mitchell. I think for today, but next week it will be something else, I think. I can't remember what the largest screen size I've heard of is yet. And then I'm Betty J. Gathers as a beloved and dedicated moderator. You get them onto the wheel right now, and I'm going to try to move it a little bit faster here through channels. We always get faster as the stream goes on. And then, no, Izzy Pop, I've still got you ready to go. Izzy Pop is after Nikki Silverstacker, Tim Mitchell, and PK Adventure Travels. And then Judgment Day Mike Harper as well. And then, thank you. Thank you, Tim. Pardon me. Thank you, Timmy, the Racing Channel. They're here with us every day as well. And then, did I see Corinne Pierce? Yes. One of our longest standing, beloved, and dedicated moderator and members. She is busy all the time. She's posting on Facebook all the time. And, my dear goodness, are we moving today? Thank you, everybody. So, M&T Living It is a longtime friend. This channel has been with us for what I think is beyond 4 years. It could be as much as 5. Now, they've done really, really well, and there's a lot of family togetherness on this channel. I'm just going to grab the latest video. This looks like delicious looking content here. They've got a lot of that, along with some family togetherness and a lot of hobbies on the channel. They got a few product reviews. I think those are increasing lately. And they've got shorts on the channel. Many of these over 5,000 views, with, again, delicious looking content in the kitchen there. One of these shorts at 12,000, one at 20,000, one at 50,000. And then live streams on the channel as well. So they just did one a month ago. I'm hoping I'll catch you for another one of these. It's been many months, but if they're going to continue these streams, we've got notification bells on for every single channel. That gives us the best chance of catching each other as often as possible. Oh, is that your channel? The plane spotting, Atlantic plane spotting. Okay, I'm going to try to remember that when I get your channel up. I should be able to remember it. No, Palazzo Place, it wasn't pizza today. Actually, whenever we have a Tuber Chat episode, Kristen cooks probably... I never meant for this, actually, to be the case. I expected I was going to be more helpful when it comes to cooking and things like that. I do occasionally, but out of, let's say, 2 weeks, she probably cooks 13 of the days. And then once in a while, we'll do something else, like get food outside. Like we had Swish LA the other day. If anybody knows what that is, it's a Canadian franchise, even though it's called Swish LA. But it's something that's middle of the road. So it's usually like chicken of different types, sometimes roast beef and stuff like that. It's not like takeout food, but it's not a fancy restaurant or anything like that either. It really is its own thing. and very popular, unbelievably popular. But today we just had hamburgers and salad because on days for Tuber Chat, she usually does something that we can have quickly because we never know when I'm going to get in from work. Some days I'm home as early as 2 in the afternoon. Some days it's long after 5 o'clock. And whenever we have Tuber Chat, you can imagine I got a few things to do to get set up and things like that. Yadira, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, but thank you for asking. I did find a really cheap place around here for pizza as well. They do 2 slices and a can of soda, for which we call pop in Canada. But I think it's $4.99, so that works out to about $3.50 American. So if I'm dying on the way home and starving and can't get pizza out of my head because she doesn't like it as much as I do. I could eat pizza almost every day. But I found that now. So M&T Living It, thank you again for another super chat. They've done that countless times before. They're monetized, of course, and now working on 2,700 subscribers. We always put super chats and memberships, super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. I know I'm really dragging it out today, but I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. Nikki Silver Stacker is up next. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. I hope I said hello to Vintage Style by Joe. I got them on the wheel earlier. I don't mean to miss anybody. I know Palazzo Place I waved to in the chat when they came in. Oh, and then, yeah, Timmy the Racing Channel. We're going to try a music stream today for probably an hour. The last one crashed, but it was my fault. I had a crypto miner running on the computer at the same time. I really do think that that's what the problem was. Crypto mining doesn't take a lot of internet or anything like that, but it does beat up processor power, and I just leave one running on a Windows computer here. It probably actually makes about $100 or $200 a year, which is not fantastic, but if you're leaving the computer on anyway, or at least whenever it's on, it's running. But I forgot to turn it off the other day. That's what I figured out after was the disaster. Nikki Silver Stacker is up on the screen. Now, this creator might be working right this minute, but obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Really interesting. You see this. They're just putting a thumbnail here to show us that silver and gold have both hit all-time highs. Another friend messaged me today, said gold hit 4,200 apparently, and silver was beyond 50 the other day, $50. And I'm a huge fan of precious metals, both gold and silver. I don't have a position in those right now at all. As a matter of fact, I bailed at the end of last year to go into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we'll see what happens because gold and silver have been on a run for a long time. And we'll see what happens after another few months, let's say. But Nikki Silver Stacker is one of a lot of friends that we've got that will help us understand the difference between numismatic collectible coins and precious metals when we think about the idea of gold and silver like we traditionally hear about. There's a big difference. When I was on a family, not a vacation, but like we took a long weekend, let's say, we went to Ottawa, our nation's capital, where they have the Royal Canadian Mint. They make some of the currency for countries around the world, including, of course, our own. It's really interesting because when you go to a touristy place like that, they usually have all kinds of merchandise, right? Usually led into a room at the end. You can buy your t-shirts and shot glasses and mugs and hats and things like that, right? At the Royal Canadian Mint, when you're there at the end, you have the opportunity to buy all kinds of different beautiful looking commemorative coins and things like that. And I wanted to teach my niece a lesson because she was with us. And I said, listen to what I say. And I asked the woman behind the counter, And I said, can I get some silver maple leafs? And she says, we don't sell investment grade silver here. You have to go down the street to the Bank of Canada for that. And I say, isn't that interesting? At the Royal Canadian Mint, where they make the money, where they literally manufacture it, they do not sell investment grade silver. So there's a hint in that, and I hope anybody that looks into that kind of stuff will rely on some of our friends like Nikki Silver Stacker here to understand the differences between those numismatic collectible coins and precious metals. Mr. Fulton Mraz, another friend of probably 6 years. Good to see you in the house. They've always got interesting news for us. Investing with Rod is actually Points Blank Travel with a second channel. I think he's got a few channels. Scotty J Travels is also in the house, and I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and I did say I was going to start to move it, but I can't help myself when we start thinking about precious metals and crypto investing and all that kind of stuff. Everybody's got to be careful. I never even think about offering financial advice to everyone, but I do hope everybody learns. So when we look at Nikki Silver Stacker, we also see shorts on the channel, and these are starting to really move. One of them at 1,100 views, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well, and they were live yesterday. They seem to do these pretty frequently. We actually saw Nora, the Stock Explorer, who introduced us to Nikki Silver Stacker in a live stream just a week ago. So I hope everybody will connect with Nikki Silver Stacker, push them towards the 200 subscribers we know they're thinking about. James Geip, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That guy is a legend and a longtime friend. He was at this kind of thing even before Superchat started 5.5 years ago. And I know he's still helping people grow their channels also. And then Edna's World, good to see you in the house. She's been with us from the beginning as well. And as a matter of fact, she is another creator who's been a part of our interview series. I played a clip earlier from Two Pineapples. Edna will be getting ready for her Wind Down Wednesday stream today, but within another 5 minutes or so, we'll get ready to take another break, and I'll let you hear what she has to say about how to get 10,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. We've got handful of those videos now. I've still got another one to edit, and I'm expecting a couple of more, so we'll see about that. But they're anywhere from an hour to 2 hours long. Lots of our friends, a good handful of our friends, have given us quite a bit of insight as to how they've grown their channels. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Squirrel's World is an artist. Good to see you in the house. I think they've been with us for about 5 years as well. It's pretty close, 4 for sure. They've been doing quite a bit of streaming, if I'm not mistaken. And then Tim Mitchell is a creator that gifted 10 memberships earlier, and thank you again. I know we've had a good substantial amount of gifted memberships and super chats today, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, of course, but we do put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen when those things happen. So we've got quite a list today, but Tim Mitchell's up here now. He's actually got 3 different channels for me to show you, and for a special reason. So he produces videos and the live streams and everything for these channels, but he's got one channel of his own here and working on 400 subscribers now. So I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. He's got a bit of outdoor footage here, and dash cam footage seems to be doing well for this creator, getting into 1,200 views on one of these shorts, 1,500, 1,600, 1,800 on another one, which is great to see. And then live streams as well. And I've been able to catch some of these. If I have an early afternoon where I arrive home early from work, I've been able to catch them a couple of times. But there's another couple of channels, and they all live stream actually. So when we look at Cooking with the Munchie Mafia Official, we see another channel, and Chef Seavey is the creator here, but she made a video a while ago talking about how her and Tim Mitchell had met I always like stories like that, so that's worth going to have a look at. It's just from a couple months ago, so very easy to find. Chef CV is going to help us navigate the kitchen, not just with making interesting dishes and meals, but this creator is going to help us understand the bakeware, the cookware, the appliances and different things we're going to see. And behind them, you see that glorious Mystery Wheel of Misfortune, which they often pull out for their live streams. I'll talk about those in a second. Shorts over here have gotten into 1,200, 1,300 views, and they continue to grow. And then this creator, like I said, has the Mystery Wheel of Fortune. And the basic idea behind this is that the audience during the live streams can get involved and pick the ingredients that are going to go onto the wheel. Chef CV will spin, and then we'll be stuck making whatever ends up coming up, almost like a game show kind of an idea. And they stream every single week on Sundays. And then there's another channel here called the Unofficial, if I can type properly, the Unofficial Official Off-Topic Squirrel. And this is a complimentary channel where we get a behind-the-scenes look at Chef CV, sometimes in the kitchen, but most often on adventures of some sort. And then this creator has got shorts on the channel as well. These have started to move into 1,000 views on one of them, and live streams as well. And these are about once a month, and they often play Cards Against Humanity in an interesting way, and I've played that game myself a couple of times, so I understand. Yes, the Mystery Wheel of Misfortune is a fantastic name for the wheel. And then hopefully everybody will connect with all of these channels. Like I said, Tim Mitchell produces the videos and live streams. They've actually got a multicam setup too for the Munchie Mafia official live streams, which I've been able to catch, where they are able to do a really good job of showing us what Chef CV is doing, more like you expect from a television show, where you've got like a camera right on the table, and then you've got the change to a side view and things like that. It's kind of cool. So I hope everybody will connect with Tim Mitchell and Chef CV here. 103 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 subscribers we know they're thinking about. Consume the Goodness, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. We've seen Kendra at least once today in thumbnails, and Tim Mitchell gifted 10 memberships earlier. He's done that kind of thing countless times before, but thank you for the extra generous support again. And PK Adventure Travels is coming up right now. PK Adventure Travels has actually got another channel for us to look at as well. And yeah, we're missing stuff here. I think I'm missing something, but that's okay. Scratch and PPA probably caught what I missed. We always put Superchatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. We're getting through our list now. I will get to spinning the wheel very soon. It's already time for me to add a name to the wheel from our chat list. That's always based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. So I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to get New Horizons Above and Beyond onto the wheel right now. And then let's talk about what PK Adventure Travels and Ryan Parker Studios has going on. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then when we look at the chat, I see Wheat's Art is coming in. That's Wheat and Shaw with a second channel. And the Cam fam is still here. I think we saw Lucia and Glenn at the beginning of the stream. I'm not sure if they've been popping in and out or if they were just here at the beginning. And then PK Adventure Travels. This is Ryan and Melinda. These creators come to us from the perspective of travel agents, but they do a couple of different things here. They go on cruises frequently, and I'm in full jealous mode whenever I see them on a live stream like the other day. They do a really thorough job. This is a channel I was kind of taken away with as soon as they came into the Tuber Chat family. It's got to be getting on a year now, right? Did we talk about that already? I make mistakes when I say that kind of thing all the time, but God, did they ever post a lot of videos? Pardon me, yeah, a year ago. They post frequently. You can hear I'm overwhelmed in real life here. When we look at what they're doing, they've got premieres coming up. They tend to post at least a couple of times a week, but I think it's a little bit more often than that. They stream frequently as well. And then Ryan and Mel, they will give us ship tours, they will give us room tours, they'll talk about amenities and excursions and all the different things we can do when we travel or cruise. But they also have an RV. They give us a tour of this, they give us tips and tricks when it comes to RV camping. And then as well, Ryan has another news series where he talks about things that can give us a little bit of a lesson, something to look out for, especially if we're thinking about serious travel. He's got a playlist of those, and I've enjoyed those videos as well. And I've got their latest video in my catch-up list. That's a playlist I use to keep or get caught up with creators. They've got shorts over here getting into 10,000, 11,000, 12,000 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. Now, I've got notifications on for all of these, regardless of start time, even though they set them up many weeks in advance, and they do these every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So tomorrow we'll be expecting. Even though we have the notification bell on for the channel, and then they're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then Ryan Parker Studios is a second channel that Ryan is running right now, kind of complimentary, but it seems they're mixing up the content here, complimentary completely to the PK Adventure Travels channel. So I'm going to grab the latest video here and put this into my catch-up list as well. And then I see they've got a premiere. They've got shorts over here getting into 14 and 15 and 1600 views, and then live streams on the channel. So he's got a lot of these ready to go. And he collaborates with a lot of familiar faces when you watch a lot of different travel-based live streams, or some of our friends who do cruising and things like that. You'll see Ryan and Melinda together with them. So hopefully everybody will connect with both Ryan Parker Studios and PK Adventure Travels. We'll have a chance to hang out with them during their live stream tomorrow evening. And then Izzy Pop has got a second channel, and forgive me if I keep forgetting about that. Together We Travel is also in the house. Good to see you here. Oh, where did they go? There it is. Infinitely Izzy. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Absolutely unnecessary. Thank you also, PK Adventure Travels. I believe he gifted a membership. And I have to ask you to forgive me when I make mistakes about that today. I'll show you something here for a second. So in Streamlabs desktop, this is a window that I have on the side. When you see me looking over there, that's what I'm looking at. And this window is talking about the whole live stream, like all the different things that are going on. This mini feed here talks about people who are subscribing, things like super chats, memberships, highlighted milestone messages, and things like that, but it doesn't always register. So sometimes I miss those things. I don't mean to, but when we've got a bit of a list like we do today, which I appreciate greatly, of course, I might miss a few things, and I appreciate everybody's patience when I do that. But PK Adventure Travels has done things like that many times before. Broke but bountifully blessed. Carol is here. I'm going to get them onto the wheel because they happen to be a member. Fever Dream Animation is still in the house. Exploradora 80, good to see you here. And then we're about to look at Izzy Pop, so let me get their channel ready to go. Oh, am I getting that wrong? Oh, Izzy Pop. There we go. This creator, I'm going to drop a link for. Links are always dropped when people drop super chats and gift memberships. But this channel has such a popular name, it can be a real struggle in the search results to get to them. Now, it's better when we search, find, and click on each other's names. And you see their handle there, Izzy_Pop, so you can get to them that way as well. But I'll drop the link if you really can't find them. Henry Leslie Vermont, good to see you here. Pardon me. I am really struggling today keeping up with the chat. I missed another channel that came through a while ago too. It's me, Alec. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And then, oh dear goodness, yes, Izzy Pop. They've actually always been known for these elaborate banners, avatars, and thumbnails. They change things up often, but they've just done spectacular work when it comes to that. And they help us on their channel understand the digital tools that are available when we think about art like this. I'm just going to grab the latest video, put it into my catch-up list, that playlist I keep joking about. And it's no joke, it's just that it's got a fun name, and I use that playlist to keep or get caught up with creators. Look at these elaborate thumbnails on even the shorts videos here. And some of these have done really well, getting into 1,600, 1,700 views now, and then live streams on the channel as well. Now, Izzy Pop does a lot of streaming. They're on usually every few days, and they've always got a vibrant community, but they've always got an interesting conversation going on. It can basically go in any direction. Usually the chat ends up driving the conversation on most channels' live streams. And Izzy Pop may start with a theme or an idea, but they'll always have people coming in and out of the chat, and there's always interesting conversation over there. And then, yeah, I gotta do something Palazzo Place. I'm yelling at the camera again for no reason. Some of us who live stream regularly, anybody who's done it many times, will probably have found themselves raising their voice unnecessarily. And I do it all the time. And even though I've, done 1,000 live streams now between channels and everything else, I still do it. I don't catch myself, and I try to calm it down. But this is what gets the voice going. You followed the script this time, says Izzy Pop. They, like I said, sometimes start with a theme or a topic, but they get moving pretty quick. And they do a great job of keeping up with the chat, actually. I've been lucky to catch them for live streams many times. Izzy Pop is working on 1,900 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Oh, I yell even louder when it's outdoors. I don't mean to, but I'm yelling through the house, Oh, it was about the weather. And then when we look at, Wind Up Talking Louder and Louder. Vintage Style by Joe, I think, does okay without going too far with talking loudly. She, because I've been in her live streams many times as well, and I can't think of her overdoing it. Anybody would probably laugh when I say it, because you know that I do it all the time. The music might be too loud today. I changed it the other day and I was unsure about that. Some songs seem louder than others, but I'll just tone it down a few decibels, and then let me know if that's right or if it needs to be lowered, if you don't mind, a little bit more. It's actually time for us to take a break. So Izzy Pop, thank you again for another super chat. Oh, they got another channel for us to look at. I almost missed that. Infinitely Izzy. Oh, and pardon me, there it is. That one comes up pretty quick. Infinitely Izzy. Might be a fairly new channel. Am I right about that? They've just got a few videos over here. I'm going to take the latest, the longer one, and put that in my watch later list. I'm actually going to take the other ones and just put them in that catch-up list and make sure they all get run. And we typically look for videos that are 3 minutes or longer. It's not a rule that's set in stone. We've just been doing that for like 5 years. But when you find a channel that has videos that are a little bit shorter, it's okay. We just connect with a few different videos. And then I'll actually run your live stream at the end of my catch-up list as well. It's just a playlist, but I keep joking. Infinitely Izzy has 113 subscribers right now, and we'd love to push them towards the 200 we know they're thinking about. You pretty much recognize their style in that avatar and banner as well. And then they'll... Oh, it's not new. They're just thinking about what they're going to do with it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Jesse. Journals and Unboxes. I think what happened is, if you remember a few weeks ago, there was a stream that... there was one that froze, which usually never happens. And there was one where I couldn't get Streamlabs working. I think we had to cancel it, actually. It was a disaster. I upgraded or updated the Streamlabs and the Stream Deck, and they crashed each other and things wouldn't work. So I was changing all kinds of settings. I probably took the music off and didn't put it back on. I put it back on the last stream, but I haven't listened back to a replay to see. Anyway, forgive my long speech. So let's go for a break for 3.5 minutes. Now, Edna from Edna's World does a live stream every week called Wind Down Wednesday. She's probably getting ready for that right now, but she was listening while she was driving earlier. She's another one of the guests that joined me for our interview series, where we talked about the journey and the things that we're doing. Edna's World is somebody who's been with us from the beginning, and we want to get her insight and that of our other guests, like Two Pineapples we heard from earlier and a few others. There's 5 episodes on the channel right now, a 6th one coming, and possibly more in the works. And they're very informative. And then I am actually a spaghetti and tomato sauce kind of guy. I don't have enough spaghetti at all in my life. We had it not too long ago, but we usually only do that once in a while. Mina Sirius TV, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Nice name for a channel. I grew up in Toronto, so I recognize the reference. And then... hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. So let's go for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do, let's hear from Edna's World. So Edna, thank you for all of this. You mentioned comments earlier quickly, and that's one of the things that comes up in every interview. Of course, we're going to talk about likes, views, subs, and everything else, but comments are a very important part of our interaction with our audience. So what can you tell us in your experience of 8 years now about how to entice more comments on your video shorts and streams?
I can't remember who told me this, but years ago somebody told me, I think I was watching like somebody that I always watched, and one of the things that they said to grow your channel was to always give your audience a job to do. Okay. Always give them a call to action, because that's going to keep the people engaged. So if I'm talking about cruising, you know, and then you just kind of have to know how to just ease it into your sentence. So it's like, you know, thanks for watching. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. But then also, if I'm talking about a specific thing, like the slot pool, I'll say, you know, have you ever participated in a slot pool? Leave a comment, let me know. And say that. And it's like you're just saying it so naturally that people aren't even realizing that you're making them be engaged, because now they want to tell you their experience. Yes. The slot pool. If I'm doing regular life vlogs, like I'm notorious for not liking to try new things. So everybody's always trying to make me eat new foods, and I'm like, you know, have you ever eaten this? What you put, you know, we have a big debate about grits. I don't know if you eat grits. You know, does sugar go on grits, sugar or salt? So that's always, you know, give people something to talk about, and they'll have to, you know, give you their experience. Another thing is to sort of have like an intro and an outro. If I'm doing a live stream or whatever, it's just like, hey guys, come in. If I'm doing a video, it's, you know, hey guys, happy whatever day it is. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. If I'm doing a sit down video, then I say, hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for clicking this video. Because I feel like a sit down is so much different than a vlog. With
Certainly.
the vlog is like me talking to my friends. Hey y'all, this is where we're going to Target today. Let's walk around Target. But if I'm sitting down, that means I'm doing something real specific. I'm only talking about what the topic is. So Thank you for clicking this video, because you have an interest in this particular topic.
All right, let's go for 3.5 minutes and come right back with Judgment Day Mike Harper. All right, we are just about back and about to look at Judgment Day Mike Harper. He's got a couple of channels as well, but he's been a friend of many years also. And Judgment Day Mike Harper brings us a lot of reviews, typically of television and movies, and sometimes goes as far as to review Blu-rays and DVDs. We'll look at that in another moment. Pardon me, this creator just gave us a review a few days ago of Supernatural, the TV show. So I'm going to take this video, put it into my catch-up list. That's that playlist I always talk about that I use to keep or get caught up with creators with or through, if that makes sense. And then Judgment Day Mike Harper posts frequently. He has got shorts on the channel as well that have gotten into 1,500, 2,200 views. Some of these are still growing. Some of the newer ones are getting more views there. And then live streams on the channel as well. I've caught him many times, but infrequently it seems. And then this creator is live just about every week. And then big wrestling fan, as you can see. When we look at Michael W. Harper, we see that this creator has a second channel. This is where we get to know Judgment Day Mike Harper a little bit more, but he will also do a lot of DVD reviews, and I'm assuming Blu-rays as well. Forgive me, that's an assumption. And then you'll see some true classics on his channel, obviously. And this creator as well has got shorts going on over here, getting into 400, almost 500 views, and then live streams on the channel as well. And these are an idea from the past. We'll see if he's going to bring those back, but he's passed his 100 subscribers here, so that has to be exciting. Hopefully we'll push him a little bit farther. Only 12 away from 700 subscribers on the other channel, which is great to know as well. So, like I said, Judgment Day Mike Harper, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I hope everybody will connect with them. And then A Simple Family Lifestyle. Good to see you in the house. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. I'm going to be listening the next time I catch Vintage Style by Joe in a live stream to see if they're going to raise their voice because we talked about it now. And Vintage Style by Joe is somebody I've been lucky to catch live many times. They actually do a great job of keeping up with the chat while they're streaming, and I'll show you what I'm talking about first before we get into the videos. They got a special stream coming up on Friday. I'm going to be working at that time. Impossible for me to catch that one, so forgive me. But I did luckily catch a couple of these where she does a fundraiser. But you see what I mean when I roll over these live stream. She's doing a great job, and it doesn't look like she's yelling at all. I'm just kidding though. And then Vintage Style by Joe live streams frequently, as you can see. It looks a bit like at least once a week. The live auctions are great because, like I said, that's a fundraiser. I'm always happy to see people using their powers for good. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and she's working on 2,600 subscribers. Shorts feature a little bit of variety, but all in line with her long-form content. This creator, I have found, is most known to me as somebody who not only has a lot of creative things on her channel, including quilting and other ideas that might be associated. You'll see what I mean in the videos. But often what she'll do is keep scraps of materials and fabrics and make really interesting things with the stuff that otherwise might have been passed on or discarded. And this creator has got a brand new video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. It's just a couple days old here. And this creator has a lot of different vibrant, colorful things. And the work that she does is fantastic. And I've learned quite a bit from this channel as well. She's got this quilt, for instance, with I think 500 pieces or somewhere around there. Can you imagine that? And I'm so used to thinking about quilts with squares. I know they come in different almost shapes and sizes, or at least the pieces do, if we want to put it that way. We've got lots of quilting friends and friends that do quilting on their channels a little bit and things like that. But I'm always happy to see vibrant, colorful things when people are applying creativity. You know, things especially that I don't or can't do. I've not tried quilting, but I think we can all look at something like that. Not just the quilts. I mention quilting always with this channel, but there's a lot more. She's actually done much more than quilting in the videos that I've watched. She makes really interesting things. And quilting is just a part of it. But I can't help but talk about it all the time, because I think when we look at things like this, we can all very easily understand how much work goes into this. The other thing, too, is she's really got to jump on doing some Christmas videos already, hoping to catch that search traffic on the way up over the next few months, and then some fall videos here as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Vintage Style by Joe. You'll see more of what I'm talking about. Scraps are not my boss. That was the thumbnail I was looking for, and even when it's right in front of me, I can't see anything. I joke with Kristen all the time. I say I when I look for something, I look like a man does. So when I will walk in a room, or I'll look in the fridge and I'll be like, I don't see the thing that's supposed to be there, and she's like, yeah, well, it's right there. And it's very typical, but even on a channel like this, I've seen the thumbnail, Scraps are not my boss, many times before, and there it is right there. So she does a lot more. I have talked about Scraps with this channel just because I've seen her use those and just make beautiful things that, you know, might not have otherwise been thought of. Somebody like me, I'll just go to the store, a dollar store or Walmart or something like that, buy a simple trash can or garbage can if I need something, even in the office, to throw paper in or whatever I'm going to use. But she will take something like that and turn it into something custom made, homemade, and vibrant and colorful. So that's just an example, but hopefully everybody will connect with Vintage Style by Joe. She's here with us for just about every stream, for which I'm grateful, and obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And then let's spin the wheel. I'm going to try to go a little bit faster now. I know I keep saying that. Squirrel's World is an artist. Never dreamed of getting this far. It's interesting to see how far we've all come over the years, right? Everybody starts at zero. And even myself, starting 7-8 years ago, I remember what it was like. I often tell the story of how it took us, because I didn't start with my own channel. I started by running somebody else's channel, and I consulted for a few and ran a few more. But I started my channel a year after I started on YouTube. But the first channel we started with took 6 months to get its first 100 subscribers. So you can imagine how far we've come since then. And then when we look at Palazzo Place, we're going to see a creator that is going to bring us a lot of outdoor footage. It's interesting where they are because the weather can change literally in a snap. They got some furry friend videos for us to check out as well. Jen has got some information on this channel. And it looks like they might have changed it up a little bit. They've got a couple of furry friends here. And the shorts show us a bit more of that. Some of these shorts are getting now into 1,700 views, 2,600 views on another one. I often say this, and it's not really a big deal, but something you might notice, especially if you're on a computer, but when you go into the shorts view here, or the shorts tab, and then you sort them by the most popular, often what you'll find is the numbers are a little bit out of order. So we got one at 4,200, which is great. The next one has 1,100, which is a great number of views for any shorts video, of course, but then the ones beside it, 2,200, 2,600, why are they all out of order? Well, it's because some of those are still getting a significant number of views and haven't settled in the algorithm yet, which is cool to know as well. And then Rachel Loha, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. The source is coming up right now. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Oh, the search results are driving me bonkers, I promise you. I say I don't like to complain, but I probably complain about something every day. But, the search results have been driving me nuts because like the source wasn't this difficult to come up for me, especially they're here for almost every stream. They've been with us for many months now. I joke about this, but it really is no joke. When I look for somebody like Michael's Adventures, I'm just going to look for it and then I'll come back to this channel, but I'll show you something. This is the creator. So I'll spell it perfectly. Michael's Adventures. And he's going to drop a premiere right after Tuber Chat, and then we'll do a stream on our copyright-free music channel as well. But look at this. So I go to Michael's Adventures. He's a moderator here, a member most of the time. He's been with us for 5 years, and he's here for every single stream for much longer than a year, probably a year and a half now. I've lost track of how much, and many more. And look at how far I have to go down the search results to find him, right? Whereas last week, just days ago, he would come up in the first 5, 6, or 7 channels. Now, it's a popular name for a channel, but we have to shake our head and wonder what on earth is going on with the algorithm. Now the source comes up second for me. Is it because I put it in all capitals, it didn't come up right away, and then when I put it in small letters, it comes up faster, even though the channel name is in capital letters? Does that make any sense to anybody? And then I don't know what to think about that. The source is here now with beyond 2,600 subscribers. This creator is bringing us a lot of friends, actually. They started with the Tuber Chat family a little bit beyond 6 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. But the second they came into the very first stream here, I think we started getting friends from them right away, and it continues today. I believe we get at least one new friend in this channel from the source in every stream. I could be wrong, but it's very close, if not. And I'm not kidding, it might be. And when we look at the source, we see a creator that brings a lot of variety. Now, they're going to help us with our YouTube journey. So they're going to give us tips and tricks and talk about the workings of YouTube itself. They're going to give us a look into their personal life. They're going to bring us indoors, outdoors. But they also have shorts on the channel. These can feature any kind of variety, getting into 1,400 views and beyond. But this creator's got live streams as well, and this is where, in my opinion, the magic happens on the channel. This creator does a few different things. So they will do live streams meant for people to connect in a similar way to what we do here in Tuber Chat. They do a lot of interviews where they promote other channels. You see tons of this in the thumbnails on their live stream page over here. And then sometimes the source takes us out and just gives us a chance to get to know them and brings us some variety. Obviously, they look like they're in just about paradise there with some palm trees in the background. So fully jealous when we're in Canada. And then hopefully everybody will connect with the source, monetized if I didn't already say it, and working on 2,700 subscribers. And then the source support spin wheel, there you go. So you'll meet more friends when you're over there with the source for sure. Let's spin the wheel, we'll get another channel coming up. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Ben Cyan Games is... you got a handful of channels now. Ben Cyan Games has well over 4,100 subscribers, which is great to know. This creator actually was doing a series called the Everywhere Forever-a-thon, and they were literally streaming for what looks like 782 days in a row. Imagine streaming for more than 2 years straight, or pretty close to it. Ben Cyan Games is also monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's that playlist I keep talking about that helps me keep caught up with creators. Ben Cyan Games has been with us for many years as well, 3 or 4 years, I think. And then when we look at this creator, they got shorts on the channel, pure variety over here. One of these has done spectacularly well. So first of all, they're into 4,000 views on the way to 5,000 views, 16,000 on one of these, 532,000 views, 500,000 views on a bar chart race video here, which is really, really cool. I like bar chart races as much as anybody. They're mesmerizing in my opinion. So up to about a month ago, this creator, so more than 700 days, 833 days in a row, everywhere forever-a-thon, this creator was streaming right up until a month ago. They're working on their computer right now, and then hopefully they'll be up and running again. And hopefully everybody will connect with Ben Cyan Games, obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I'll spin the wheel. I did clear off some names earlier, so I'm not sure if... oh, pardon me. I'm not sure if New Horizons Above and Beyond is still here. There they are. I see them in the chat. Pardon me. And CNS Travel. I got to make sure you're on the wheel. We didn't look at CNS Travel today yet. Crafty Witch 232 is coming up. Forgive me while I copy and paste and don't do it quite correctly. When we look at what Crafty Witch 232 is doing, there's another creator who's streaming all the time. They stream just about every day. They're almost at 4,000 subscribers as well. And I sound surprised, but it really is actually no surprise, because this creator is not only here in Superchat, like supporting us, for which I'm grateful. First of all, they stream every single day, or pretty close to it. And for hours at a time. They do a lot of vertical streams, so they're grabbing a lot of new viewers and subscribers. Look at this, 16,000 views on yesterday's stream, my dear goodness. And they got a lot of creativity, so I'll talk about those streams in a moment. This creator, when we look at what they're doing on the channel, first of all, they're out in other people's channels supporting all the time as well. I probably run into them every day in somebody else's premiere live stream, which is great to see and great to know. Pardon me, my mouse is starting to get stuck here. This creator, you can get an idea of some of the creativity from the thumbnails and rollovers here, but they mention that they craft all kinds of different things. So cross stitch, crochet, 3D printing, jewelry making, perler beads, sewing, and you see a lot of that. Let's go over to the live streams now. This is what they do while they're live streaming. And I came to know after the first many months that this creator was with us that they actually sell a lot of the things that they make. And you see a lot of pop culture references there in the thumbnails all over the channel. And they stream, like I said, almost daily. But this creator also has shorts on the channel that have done really well. And you get an idea from the thumbnails about the things they're making here. A lot of crochet and 3D printing, sometimes even a mix. And then I've seen them do some other cross stitch and other things as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. Once in a while they'll do something a little bit different, like give us a chance to get to know them, or I've seen them play a video game in the past. And like I said, monetize. They're a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And I'd love for you to get some of that support coming back to you also. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So Scratch and Pete PA, I don't know why my red line is not all the way across. He knows I watched his video right before setting up for Tuberchat today because I commented and then he commented back. Now, Scratch and Pete PA puts an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching. And we'll talk about that in another moment. But this creator has always had presentation at the forefront of his mind. His bright, beautiful avatars matched by content in his thumbnails that give us a hint about his videos and a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series. His banners updated every single week, if you can imagine that, and his video editing skills have been complimented, pardon me, ever since his very first production long beyond 5 years ago now. This creator has passed 2,500 subscribers, which is great to see. I'm hoping we can push him towards the 2,600. We know this fellow Canadian must be thinking about, and of course he's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get to his channel. Rocks and Raccoons with Auntie Jan. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Scratchin' PPA is known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 8 years now. Almost, I think it is officially 8.5, pretty close. Joy Joseph, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And anybody that's already connected with Pete will have no choice but to say he's one of their most supportive supporters, because he literally seems to be everywhere all the time. This creator runs premieres for his videos every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. And if you can catch us for one of his premieres, I'm there often. It's been a little bit less lately because right in the middle of my workday I try to be there. But this creator, if you can catch us for one of his premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than what we've got going on here. Hard as that is to believe today, but it's true. Faster than most others. He rivals those of Butler Family Farm, The Stock Explorer, Jesse Journals and Unboxes, and a few select others. It's very fast-paced, very high energy, and a lot of fun to be a part of. And then JD Knight 7 is Jeremy D-Day with another channel. Good to see you here. And I give his speech about his channel a little bit out of order today because I wanted to show everybody something. Now, Scratchin' PPA puts an interesting twist on lottery ticket scratching, which is a huge genre and category on YouTube. What he does is pits two lottery tickets against each other and offers us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart and makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. So I wanted to put these up here. So here's X. I keep calling it Twitter, but you know what I mean. And then what we can do over here is we can vote by picking one of these tickets. So I'm going to spoil it for everybody and get the party started over here. So if we see hit it 10 times, what I do is I look at the graphic, right? And I see how much these tickets pay. Sometimes they're not equal. I always pick the higher paying one. But I think I like Hot Streak for this one. So I'm just gonna, sometimes I say funny things, but most often just name the ticket. And everybody who comments or votes in this way gets included in his giveaways, let's just say. When we look at X, it's always Scratchin' PPA. So I'll actually copy and paste this into the chat. I just wanted to show this to you because too many times I don't vote on his stuff. It usually comes up for me, I think, in Facebook and often in Instagram, but I'm never sure, and I want to make sure I got all of them today and showed everybody this. So here's the next one, and you see how many people have already voted. My dear goodness, Jesse's always on top of everything here. Just Jason Keto, of course. So I'm going to go for Hot Streak again on this one. And that's Instagram. I was surprised that was going to work on the computer, but it does. And then on Facebook as well. So I'm going to click on his post, and I'm going to... Oh, look, everybody likes Hot Streak. See, I'm spoiling it for everybody. Because I have to admit, even I, sometimes if I'm really late to vote, then I'll see that one of the tickets is already won, and then I'll go along with the crowd. But hopefully everybody will connect with Scratchin' PPA because that makes it a lot of fun, and then it's interesting to see which ticket is going to win. You don't know until the premiere starts, right? Or if you have to watch the replay. But the premiere is really a lot of fun because there's so many people there. It could be overwhelming, but you will meet new friends on all of our moderators' channels. And they all have an overwhelming sense of generosity. I would like to think that's what draws me to them, but they're all dear friends of mine now. They're all dear friends of each other. They all have different channels and they all do different things. But during their premieres and live streams, you can meet more friends. We all do it exactly the same way, including today, Michael's Adventures in another hour from now is going to drop a premiere. and give us a half an hour more to connect, and then we're going to do a stream on our copyright-free music channel where everybody, it's a little bit different than what we're doing here, but everybody can connect in the same way. And there are link drops over there as well, so hopefully everybody will join us for that. I know people like that kind of thing. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go, and hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch MPPA. There's 3 chances to vote, right, on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And then Wheat's Art is coming up. This is Wheat and Shaw with a second channel. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Oh, Keto Simple, I think this is the first Sunday that I missed you. We were celebrating our Thanksgiving, so I had a big day that day in Canada. But Keto Simple, I've been lucky to catch them for some Sunday morning live streams over the last few weeks. But interesting to know they're on vacation right now, so I don't know if I missed that or not sure when you went, but hopefully you're enjoying that. Thank you for popping in. Wheat's Art is up on the screen, and this creator has a specific type of art more than anything else that they're focusing on with this channel. You see it in the thumbnails here, but they continue this with the shorts that they put out on the channel. It gives you a real idea of the kind of thing they're doing over here. And this is a creator that we've known for a long time. Wheat's Art might have been with us for a couple of years by now. And then they've got live streams on the channel, so I haven't caught one of the... Oh, I caught one a couple days ago. Yeah, that's one of the live streams that's kind of like looping with a clip. But this creator also might be doing traditional live streams. Nice 12-hour one there. And then Wheat and Shaw is where we know this creator from. The conversation can go just about anywhere on this channel. 700 subscribers, which is great to see. Mona did what? Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Keto Simple. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy that vacation. But I'll be looking forward to, hopefully you're getting some footage there. And then when I can catch you for a Sunday live stream again. Wheats Art. They got quite a bit of different, it looks like a breakfast themed live stream here. They've got a few different things going on, but the conversation can go just about anywhere. I think I can safely say we never know what to expect when we get to Wheat and Shaw. I'm going to put that latest 10-minute video into my catch-up list so I can get or keep caught up with this creator. They've got shorts on the channel as well, and this is pure variety, but some of these have done well. 4100, 4800, 5100. And then live streams on the channel as well. And this creator is live fairly frequently. I think it's once a week, am I not right? Most of the time. And then they're focused on the Wheat's Art channel a lot of the time as well. So, hopefully everybody will connect with Wheat and Shaw and Wheat's Art. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready. And then it's time for us to take another break right now. So we'll do that again. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with the Stock Explorer. And right before we take that break, we're going to drop another clip from our interview series. And this is one from an upcoming episode, actually, one that I'm still editing, and I'm using every excuse in the world, but one of these days I will get it out there. It's a creator that's been with us pretty much from the beginning. A lot of them have been. And all of these creators share their insights as to how we can get 10,000 subscribers on our YouTube channels.
Okay, what I want to do is inform first and foremost. Anytime you make any type of video, you want to inform. You want to tell people a story. You want to show people a story. And when you show and you tell that story, you want to tell how that story affected you. And you want to tell your results. Okay. Because seeing is believing. And people want to see what I'm talking about. See what I'm doing. So that's what I'm going to do. And basically, I'm going to make it into a mini series on all of the products I have tried and how they have affected me. So
wonderful. Yeah, that's going to be something else to look forward to, especially knowing that you're starting something new now with the experience that you've got. So this is a perfect opportunity for me then to bring you back to the beginning and say, what kind of change have you seen in yourself, in your channel, in your community and audience based on all the things you've done up to now?
When I first started, I was such a green thumb. I didn't know what I was doing. I was all over the place. I promise you, just making videos, rambling, and I look back at one of my first videos and was like, what in the world? You know, it was all kinds of bloopers and everything. And I wanted to be such a perfectionist at the beginning. But as I have walked on this journey, I realized people don't want perfectionists. People want real.
Yes.
So when I make a mistake in a video, can I leave it in there? I'll be like, oh, well, I didn't mean to do that, but y'all already know I got an old lady brain. Now, a lot of people who follow me realize that. They was like, Sylvia forgetting a heartbeat. Not Will, because I'm so busy. And so y'all already know I got an old lady brain, so we're going to keep that right in there because what you see is what you get when you visit me. So I've learned that's how I changed. I learned how to just roll with the flow, be genuine, be real, be factual.
Yes.
And I'm not afraid to try new things. I try new stuff all the time. Sometimes it's a hit and miss. Sometimes it's a rock and roll. I did a short about 3 months ago. I think it's at 60,000 views right now.
Oh, goodness. And
I tried another one, that same genre, and it didn't work. That's all right. I'm gonna stay with it because I think that it's a niche for me, but I just gotta work a little harder at it.
Right.
So don't be afraid to work hard. And if you get one no, people, remember, the next one will be a yes.
There you go. Yes.
All right, let's go for 3.5 minutes and come right back.
right, we are just about back. And looking at the Stock Explorer, I noticed in the chat, New Horizons Above and Beyond is making me laugh because they're asking me about a Roku TV specifically, right? Why on earth would you be asking Tuber Chat about that? It's because I did a review of a Roku TV on my personal channel. I'll bet they might have seen that. It's actually my best performing short ever, was doing something for that also. But when it comes to Roku TV, I love those things. I mentioned earlier in the stream today, I really haven't bought myself televisions, never like a big TV to watch in like the living room or anything like that. But I have bought smaller ones either for unboxing videos or things like that. As a matter of fact, I bought one, and during what I think was the first unboxing video, I dropped it and smashed it on the floor and destroyed it. Because they're just little small 24-inch ones, right? And then, but I came to love the idea of Roku TV. They just, in my opinion, they do it perfectly. So easy to use. I just bought, not I bought, but my father needed a new TV and we got one for him. So he got a new Roku TV because I think it's so easy to use. But if something's wrong, if an app's not working or something like that, it's almost like computers and phones and everything else. Maybe it's a glitch. Maybe something's wrong with the internet. Maybe something's wrong with Roku right this second. I would just give it a break and try again the next day. I'll show everybody something for a quick second here. I'm not sure if they're going to have Roku TV on this, but we'll have a look. So downdetector.com is a website. They've got an app now too. I think they actually they might have been bought out by speedtest.net, for those of you who've seen that. Anyway, the idea behind this is all of the biggest companies and platforms on the internet are represented here so that you can know when you have a problem. Is it them or is it you? So a lot of people are having trouble with Pinterest today, right? Sometimes it's blue, which means there's not really any trouble. Sometimes it's yellow, which means a lot of people are struggling. And then sometimes it's red, which means my dear goodness, are they having a problem? So let's just try Roku TV right now and see if it's part of this. I'm not sure if it is. Maybe not, eh? Let me try Roku. Yeah, it might not come up. I have a problem with Roku, let's just say. So I'm in the Canada site now because I just happen to be in Canada, but you should be able to get to something like this from, I'm assuming they have Roku TV in the United States unless I'm mistaken. But says no problems. No real problems, especially not right now. But Down Detector is a cool idea because you know if the problem is with you or with them, because you can stop trying if you know that they're having a problem, right? And then get back to it in an hour or two or the next day or whatever it's going to be. So that was Down Detector. And they have it for different countries as well, but it'll ask you when you get there. They have an app also, like I said. About That Wallet, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And the Stock Explorer is up here right now. And the Stock Explorer is Nora. They were in the chat earlier. They might still be here. They've got a couple of channels for us to look at. We saw them earlier, actually, when we looked at Nikki Silver Stacker, because Nora introduced us to that creator. And like word of mouth, the kind and pleasant things that people say about each other and about this channel, this is why we all continue to grow. When somebody really puts their neck out to vouch for you and says like, hey, I've got a friend with this channel, this is what they do, but they're really supportive, that is gold, right? And a lot of your biggest supporters will come from that idea. Thank you, Mona Did What? She's been a dear friend of many years also. Her channel's just exploding. The Stock Explorer has been with us from the beginning, well over 5 years now. And Nora has really evolved, or the content on the channel has really evolved. They've really mixed things up over here. They started by talking to... they started talking about the stock markets and a little bit of crypto. And they've really expanded into some lottery ticket scratching, and they've always had a bit of variety on the channel as well. They always do things in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They share a lot of stock tips and investment plays with their community. They often put out members-only posts so that you can get some of their alpha, we call it, when you think about investing or trading and things like that. Lots of shout-outs for other creators, which is great to see. And then when we look at the Stock Explorer, we see they're working on 2,500 subscribers, but between the charts and the graphs and the crypto and the investments, they also bring some lottery ticket scratching, and a lot of that is really fun. And they've got a series now called Scratching with Strangers, where they're meeting people for the very first time, scratching lottery tickets with them while they listen to stories told by the guests that they have on the channel, let's just say. And then the Stock Explorer as well has got shorts on the channel, and this is where they feature even more variety. They got some in the videos, but here they get into 3,100, 4,600 views, one over 15,000, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well. Sometimes it's a chance to get to know Nora. Sometimes she's doing some lottery ticket scratch battling with other creators. Sometimes she's got a StreamYard panel going on. You'll meet more friends and family members for your channel anytime you visit any of our moderators for a live stream. And then the Stock Explorer has also got a second channel called Tropical Buzz. They happen to be in Florida. They're going to help us with the idea of plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves. They've got quite a few videos here already, a good handful of shorts. And these are starting to move also. One of them at 700 views, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Nora the Stock Explorer and Tropical Buzz. This channel is now over 300. We'd love to get that solidified and get them moving towards 400. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
And then when we look at I Am Betty J Gathers, we see another beloved and dedicated moderator here. And one of our longest standing members, I Am Betty J Gathers, is living her best life over 60. This creator will often talk about things like healthy eating, healthy living, intermittent fasting. They've done a lot of vlogging. They bring us out on adventures. They bring us into their home. We get a chance to know Betty. And this creator's always smiling, always laughing. They always got a million things going on too. But we look at shorts on this channel. They have been known to post over 365 shorts in a row. They continue posting shorts today. Many of these at 8, 9, and 10,000 views feature the creator herself. And she's got a few more now that have really flown into 13,000, one of them at 35,000, one of them at 56,000, and then live streams on the channel as well. And this creator's done a lot of live streaming herself, but she's had a lot of guests on the channel, including myself in a series that was inspired by Crystal Sparkle here. She's got a lot of familiar faces there, and again, always smiling, always laughing. She does a great job of keeping up with everybody while she's live streaming as well. So I Am Betty J Gathers is working on 3,500 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards that milestone. We know she's monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
When we look at a simple family lifestyle, we see another channel that is typically with us just about every single day. I see M&J Metal coming in. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then when we look at A Simple Family Lifestyle, they've actually got a second account as well. I'll see if I can find it. They've got 3,500 subscribers now, which is great. They got a premiere coming up tonight in another half hour, which is great to know. There'll be fresh content on the channel. They've got quite a few videos here and some delicious looking content, actually, when we look at some of the thumbnails that they've got. Shorts on this channel. These have started to move into 2,000 views. One of them at 3,700, another at 2,500. There's a spaghetti we were looking for earlier today. And then live streams on the channel as well. So these are similar to what I talked about earlier, where a lot of creators are doing live streams. People are meant to trickle in and out, and they can connect in a similar way to what we're doing here. Vertical live streams often have the benefit of bringing in more viewers from the shorts feed on YouTube, and then it's a little bit more of just about everything though. So hopefully everybody will connect with A Simple Family Lifestyle. We'll just see if I can get their handle right here. Yeah, Simple Family Lifestyle 2. So they've got one video for us to see here and some shorts. I thought they were doing some live streaming over here, but I might have been mistaken. So we'll see if we can get this channel going towards the first 100. They're already at 63 subscribers, and they've been through this before, obviously, so they'll have no problem getting there if they want to. We'll keep an eye and see what they're going to do on the channel, and then we're going to look at It's Chocolate Drop right now.
If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone.
When we look at It's Chocolate Drop, we see another longtime dear friend. She's been with us for several years as well. She's working on 1,800 subscribers now. This creator's been known for a few different things. She's got a lot of variety on the channel, but I've known her to bring us on some CVS tours and bring us some CVS hauls. Even though I'm from Canada, I've been there, I know what that is. But this creator as well is going to do a lot of cooking. They'll take us on outdoor adventures and things like that. They could be on a cruise. My dear goodness, am I jealous. And then shorts on the channel. These feature a little more variety, but some of these have done really, really well. 12,000, 13,000, 15,000. And then there she is. You see a lot of the... I know this creator to be doing a lot from the kitchen when it comes to live streaming, especially lately. We'll see what they're going to do on the latest live stream that they've got planned for tonight. They're going to be on right after Michael's Adventures premiere. So about an hour from now, they're going to be on. And if they're going to be on longer than an hour, I'll expect to try to raid into them from our copyright-free music stream that we're going to do right after Michael's Adventures premiere. But most of us have, those of us on computers usually have a few windows going, watching a few live streams or running playlists at the same time. It's Chocolate Drop. I wonder how long ago you changed that banner. I'm uncertain. I feel like it's new, but I also feel like I've seen it before. And I always forget she does a lot of couponing as well. Singing I haven't caught enough of. And then Crazy Plant Lady, she likes to say. I never understand that because I just don't have any plants. I don't grow any plants. Kristen does a small amount, but I've never actually done much of that myself. And then Jesse Journals and Unboxes is coming up.
If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around.
And then Jessie Journals and Unboxes, another beloved and dedicated moderator here. She's been with us about 5 years as well. And this creator often talk about, especially the fact that her support for all of us has increased over the years. And that's a tough trick when we're following more and more creators. Jesse Journals and Unboxes is working on 2,600 subscribers right now. This creator does a mix of creativity and unboxing videos on the channel. There's a lot of Happy Meal here, shout outs for other people, collaborations, and often she shows us the things that she makes with a lot of the things that she unboxes when it comes to collages and journaling and things like that. She's been really excited about the latest couple of unboxings, as a matter of fact. I think actually she's enjoying the things she's unboxing more and more lately. And she's gone through just about everything that you can. She gets involved in other channels and collaborations and things like that. But this creator features a lot of the things she unboxes in the shorts videos on the channel. So you're going to see washi tape here. You're going to see snacks. You're going to see jewelry, stationery, crafting supplies all over the place. And you get the idea when we dig through the thumbnails of all the different types of things she might find. She does hauls too, but sometimes she unboxes subscription services. That seems to be the most frequent, and live streams are occasional as well. But like I said, she's so supportive to other people. She can actually have a flood of support coming into her chat no matter when she streams, and she's done it many times before. So hopefully everybody will connect with Jesse Journals and Unboxes. And I think she said this is one of her favorite boxes of all times. She drops her videos every Sunday as a premiere at 3 p.m. Eastern. And obviously we try to catch each other for those whenever people have schedules. We often set alarms or can remember and have it in our mind that there's a series of different content creators dropping content on whatever day of the week it happens to be.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
And then time for me to add another name to the wheel, so I'll do that in a moment. Kyle Vlogs, I don't think we're buffering here, but we'll see. Music Fun 345 is still here, so I'll get them onto the wheel right now. In about 15 minutes from now, we're going to start dropping the link for Michael's Adventures premiere, and then our copyright-free music channel will have a live stream after that in about an hour from now. New Horizons Above and Beyond is up on the screen. This is a creator that's going to bring us a mix of indoor and outdoor content. I'd almost consider sometimes them in the realm of homesteading because of all the outdoor content, but they'll take us shopping too. This is a good idea to get into the Halloween spirit a little bit early when we think about videos, because we might be able to catch the search traffic on the way up over the rest of the month, right? They've got a couple of new videos. I'm going to take the longer of the two. It's just by a few seconds there, but every minute matters when we think about watch hours and monetization and things like that. This channel's now over 1,600 subscribers. And then when we look at shorts on this channel, they've gotten into 1,700, 2,300 views and beyond. And then live streams on the channel, they've tried as an experiment several times. They've got a lot of information on their About section, including introducing us to their second channel, Fuzzy Adventures and More. It's really complementary content, very similar to what we see from New Horizons Above and Beyond. There's that tour of the Dollar Tree Halloween section there. And then they've got shorts on this channel as well. Some of these have started to move. One of them over 1,400 views, which is great to see. And 207 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300 subscribers. We know they must be thinking about down the road. Good to see you back in the house. And Target Prime Rib, good to have you here again. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And then what we'll do, we'll take another break right now. And then we will come back in 3.5 minutes. When we do, we're going to look at Just Jason, Keto, and more.
Don't forget the people who've got you there. Like, this is why I'm very open with coming on with Tuber Chat, because I remember I only had I think about 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at the time.
Probably.
And I got involved in that group, and there's other groups as well. What you know, if you cast your bread across the waters, it will come back. You know, so always, and there's always somebody that I've engaged in on YouTube, totally different hobby, pastime.
Okay.
But we're linked by the ways. But they will know somebody that's scale modeling, and they will mention me to them.
Right.
So there's always that as well. You've got to look at it as when you're building your channel, always try to give back what you've taken out of it. So that's why if I'm home night, you know, in the weekend, and Tuber Chat, because I've got it notified, if he comes on, I will pop in, give him a super chat, and I make sure I get on that bloody wheel of crap, whatever it is.
There you go.
You know, and so that I've put back in, because remember I was there as well. I was lowly. If you remember rightly, that one day when I cracked that I think it was 20,000 subscribers, or was it 10,000 subscribers? Because you went up to 5,000, wasn't it? And I said to you, because I'm on 10,000, am I not allowed to be on your channel anymore?
That's right.
You had to change it, didn't you?
I had to change the intro. If somebody was to go back to the first episodes of Tuber Chat, you would hear me say something along the lines of up to 10,000 subscribers. But when Moz6510 Models crossed the 10,000, I had to change the intro for the whole channel so that I could say, and beyond 10,000 subscribers. And now we're here. And you've doubled that number. You're still growing now, so
it's very slow growth. Because as I said, I've taken a month. I wanted to see what a month would do to my channel.
Yeah,
and I was getting 300 to 400 views an hour, down to 160 views an hour.
Right.
If I look now, I'm getting 30 views an hour. So but I've done this on purpose. I wanted a break.
Yes.
I just wanted to step back. And now it's back in, and I'm going to start doing it all again now. So,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with the break when it's needed. What I have found is when we can get to a place of consistency, taking a week off, it seems to take about a month to get the momentum back, but it does come back.
Yeah, it does come back. But I needed the break. I really did. You know. And I think YouTube have cottoned on to this as well. You've seen a lot of burnout recently on YouTube.
I understand what you mean.
Yeah, it is a burnout. Yeah, there's definitely that. But you know, we strive to be better, and that's what it can be.
Yep,
definitely
improving over time.
Improvement is, and also it's good. It's edifying for yourself. You know, it really does boost you up when you get a video that gets 10,000 views. It really does. Like, you know, it's great. But there's also the work and the time you put into it, so it's rewarding in that respect as well.
For sure.
All right, let's go for 3.5 minutes, and we'll come right back. All right, we're just about back. Yeah, it does look like actually YouTube's having a bit of trouble. Even I refreshed my pages here and it looked like a black screen to me. But we'll keep trying and see what happens. So thank you everybody for your patience. And we're looking at Just Jason Keto. He's got to be shaking his head. He wait 2.5 hours to get onto that screen and then have the internet start acting up, or YouTube or whatever it is for today. But they talked about adding a lot of features. I hope everybody is watching our community posts as well once in a while. If you want to hit the Superchat community post tab like we have on Just Jason Keto here, the post page, if we want to call it that. He shared for Pete earlier today, which is great to see. And I often share, I mix up the love between all of our supporters, right? It's not just members and super chatters and things like that. Everybody gets a little bit of love on the community page. Those who are most supportive to the streams, usually based on activity, of course. But I also share videos from the Creator Insider channel or the YouTube Creators channel. Both of those are official YouTube channels, and they give us updates about what's upcoming, and they've got quite a bit going on right this second. Some of you will know that courses were just added. I'm not sure if everybody has it who's eligible or if some creators have it, but that's just one small update, and there's plenty, especially when we think about vertical live streams and things like that. Just Jason Keto is here, and this creator's got a channel that is growing really rapidly. He had a bit of an explosion a few months ago when he had a video just really take off, and that was this one here, 25,000 views. That's not a short, that's a video, right? And he's had others that have done really well. Now, Just Jason Keto is going to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, especially when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. He's known for a lot of chaffle recipes. He's done over 100 of these, but he's got other recipes on the channel as well. No matter what he's making, he has always got only a few ingredients. We usually have them in the house. The recipes are simple and easy to make. Thank you, Tim Mitchell. And then Jason says this week's video is moving as well, which is great to see. And that one's a bit of a collaboration there. So he'll do collaborations with creators in a lot of different ways. Once in a while, he brings variety. He does like a hummingbird cam once a year. If he goes on a trip, he'll take some footage while he's there. Lots of product reviews, usually for things around the kitchen or for cooking. And then sometimes other product reviews, like he'll unbox a GoPro or give us a look around a different city if he's visiting. Lots of guests on his channel as well. They share their insight when it comes to a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 6,300, 22,000 views, which is great to see. And then we get a bit of a hint about healthy looking or grilling shorts. This one with 22,000, I've seen that shorts video. It's definitely worth watch. And then live stream. So he's on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern, sometimes with a guest or with a StreamYard panel. Sometimes it's Jason giving us some Q&A and a chance to get to know him. Either way, he's always got a vibrant community that assists in the chat when we have questions and comments, especially when it comes to the thoughts about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. This is another creator I've met up with a few times, actually. I think I've met up with Jason the most. And he happens to be a beloved and dedicated moderator and member. And then, Relax with Mel. YouTube's having a bit of trouble right this second, it looks like. He's got a second channel now, too, called Just Jason. We'll see if it comes up right away, hopefully. And it's fairly new. I was hoping it would have come up already. Let me see if I can get it. It's Just Jason is the handle. It's Just Jason. Will it work without the @ symbol, or do I need to put the @ symbol? I forget the technical name for that thing. Just Jason, 27 subscribers right now, so we'd love to push him towards the first 100. And actually, a couple people mentioned it, and then Canadian Family Life says they're having trouble right now. I just refreshed my page when we went on the last break, and even I saw a bit of a black screen for a second there. Shorts on this channel have gotten into over 1,000 views, 1,100, 1,200, which is great to see. And hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason on both of these channels. I'll throw that handle in the chat so everybody can find this if you don't have it come up right away. And another one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey of now almost 8.5 years, all of our moderators. Definitely subscribe to the idea of giving much more than they expect to receive. They all care very much about the YouTube journey and their fellow creators, so I hope you'll connect with all of our moderators.
For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like.
You'll notice that I dropped a link earlier as well. I'll keep doing that. That's for Michael's Adventures. He's got a premiere coming up, and that will be in about 10 minutes from now. And he will allow us to continue connecting the same way we are here. He actually premieres every single day. He posts every day, and then he premieres 8 p.m. Eastern, I think every night, actually, right? And then sometimes he does more than one video a day. But he's another beloved and dedicated moderator, so we'll be able to connect. And then, yeah, I do have you on the wheel, Music Fun 345. Thank you. That's why I was looking for you, actually. CNS Travel is up on the screen right now, and they have got a lot of information on their About section, talking about cruise tips, ship tours, destination guides, Sea Days fun. What Sea Day is, for anybody that hasn't followed a cruising channel or been on a cruise or anything like that, Sea Day means that when you're on a cruise, often you go to different destinations. So you might go on a cruise for 7 days and you might go 3 different places. On the days that you don't go to a beach or to a city or to a port, you might have what they call a sea day, and that's where the ship is just out in the middle of the ocean. And you have all kinds of activities. Like, one of the things I love about the idea of a cruise ship, I've only ever been on one. I worked on one for one summer. It was like 100 years ago, but it was super fun. And there's always a million things to do, right? Food everywhere, friends everywhere, thousands of people and all this. CNS Travel is going to talk about all of these things and a lot of the themes. So I see they've got a I love the 80s kind of logo on a carnival thumbnail there, which tells me that they might have had either a special party or a themed day or themed cruise or something like that. Now, CNS Travel has got quite a bit of information, like I said, on their About section, and they post frequently. You get an idea of all the different places they're going to bring us to. I've got the latest video in my catch-up list, and this is where they're going to help us with our YouTube journey as well, because they've been at this for a while. They're working on 400 subscribers now. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And then when we look at CNS Travel, we got shorts that are getting into 1,700 views, 7,100 on one of these, which is really interesting to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. And they've got a stream set up actually for right now, so they'll be on in another 10 minutes as well. For those of us with multiple windows, we might be able to catch more than one thing at a time. And then hopefully everybody will connect with CNS Travel. And they've obviously got a lot of friends that join them for StreamYard panels, so obviously some vibrant conversation as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's been 4 weeks since I caught you for a live stream, so I'll try to get into this one right now. We're going to go on Michael's Adventures premiere, and I'm going to set up the copyright-free music stream at the same time. That'll be on in half an hour, but we always welcome everybody to watch more than one thing at a time. People are coming in and out of Tuber Chat all the time. Just Jason Keto, we just saw. We'll spin the wheel again.
If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course.
Canadian Family Life is coming up from New Brunswick. This is a family channel. They do quite a bit of different content over here, meaning variety. Look at that. Canadian Family Life doesn't want to come up either. So you know how I was whining and complaining about the search results earlier today? I wonder if that's it. YouTube's changing a few things, and it's got me somewhat perplexed over here, but that makes sense. Why wouldn't Canadian Family Life come up right away? Interesting thumbnail. That's really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool twist on their thumbnail. They've changed up their avatar. They've really put the Halloween theme right into the channel. This is the first I'm seeing it, but they let us know the other day, actually. Canadian Family Life just went on a trip. They actually came over to Ontario. They were too far away for me to be able to get to them, but they had a great time, apparently. They're sharing some of that with us. This channel's known for a lot of food bank grocery hauls, cooking, baking, challenges between family members. They've done some vlogging on the channel. Product reviews are starting to increase, and lots of collaborations and shout outs for other creators as well. They've got shorts on their channel, and some of the outdoor footage has done really well for them, but it's more variety, getting into 2,900, 4,900, 5,600 views. And then live streams on the channel as well. And this creator live streams occasionally, usually every month or two, but she's another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. I run into her every day in somebody else's premiere live stream, usually more than one. And because of that, she gets a flood of support coming back into her channel. For live streams and premieres, for that matter. So hopefully everybody will connect with Canadian Family Life, and they give us some information on their About section as well as what we can expect from the family and their content. And then Tiffany is also a beloved and dedicated moderator here. She mentioned her husband's channel. Her husband Chris, Chris's Creation Fun. He does do-it-yourself videos, 3D printing. He works on solar equipment and a few other things. He might have some more content coming soon. And then we'll look at Squirrel's World is an artist. She's actually been a friend of ours for many years as well.
If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share.
Squirrel's World is an artist is up on the screen. I just want to show you something. I just refreshed the page. Look what happened. So obviously YouTube's having trouble. Squirrel's World is an artist, has been with us for many years actually. Look at that. They hit 500 subscribers, which is fantastic. I'm hoping we can get them a couple of extras to get that 500 locked in. And then Squirrel's World is going to bring us a lot of variety, a little bit of art, and a lot of friends, actually. I think they do a lot of StreamYard panels. I'm just going to grab your latest video, though. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so I can catch up a little bit. It's been a while. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 1,300, 1,700 views on a couple of these, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. So this creator seems to be streaming pretty frequently, almost daily. The conversation can go anywhere once they get in there. I'm not sure the last time I caught you for a live stream, but hopefully I'll catch another one soon. And then, yeah, for let's say the next few hours, for anybody that's experiencing a bit of trouble on YouTube, we know that there's a problem, so just refresh and hopefully you'll get into the different premieres and live streams you're looking for. Michael's Adventures is starting. We've got our copyright-free music channel that is going to attempt a live stream for an hour right after that. The link is right there. It just was dropped in the chat. Handy from Crafty Witch 232. I put you to sleep today, which is fantastic. And then we'll spin the wheel just for fun, but Music Fun 345 we're going to look at. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day, and certainly not for 3 hours every time we're here. I'm going to take a few videos from this creator and put them into my watch later and catch up list. I'll do that right after we finish here. I'll leave the stream running for an extra 3 minutes so everybody can clean up their connections, and then I'll see you over with Michael's Adventures. We can keep meeting friends over there. And Music Fun 345. I didn't realize we hadn't had this channel on the screen yet, so this is the first time. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'll do is take these videos, I'll add one of them into my watch later list, another couple into my catch-up list to run afterwards, and then after the stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your music video, one of these in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here every 3 days. We mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. This week we're expecting pardon me, we are expecting to be on Friday, and then we'll see after that. Let's make a quick exit. I'll see you with Michael's Adventures. It's starting right now. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.
Are you out there grinding day by day, creating your content, trying to find your way? You're dreaming big, but it's hard to stand. You need a crew who understands the plan. From your first of thousands up to the watch time grind, there's a place where creators come to shine. Join the wave, the movement, the vibe. With Superchat, it's your time to thrive. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Superchat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Superchat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. The first 4,000 hours to the rising stars. Superchat takes you far beyond the bars. No more struggling on your own. With the fam around, you're never alone. Exclusive perks for those who believe in the power of connection and what you can achieve. Your channel's your vision, we're here to help it grow. Join Superchat, get in the flow. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Superchat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Superchat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. You've got the passion, you've got the drive. With Superchat, your channel will thrive. So hit subscribe, join the team. Let's build each other up, live the dream. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Superchat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Superchat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. So join the ride, it's time to shine. With Superchat, success you'll find. Let's grow together, it's what we do. The future's bright when we rise with you.